ourselves out on the weather patio. We're enjoying this Friday weather. And as we roll into the weekend, we are rolling into a wonderful ride. Of course, we're talking about the Dalmac, and joining me right now, of course, are Dan and Pat. Welcome into Studio 10.
Thank you.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Yes, we're so excited to have you here because this is the 53rd annual Dalmac. So you have to go into kind of the details of what makes it so special and how it all began.
Well, I'm Pat Kelly. I'm the president of the Tri-County Bicycle Association. And our club puts on Dalmac. We sponsor Dalmac, and it's an all-volunteer run organization, and it's the largest all-volunteer tour in America still. And it started in 1971. And it's continued since, with the exception of COVID year, unfortunately. And so again, this year we're riding, and it's we're all excited about it, and it's a great ride, epic in our minds.
Epic in all our minds, and it says a lot about Michigan that we're able to put something on like this. Give us the highlights of this, because obviously we kind of start here and go all the way up.
Yeah, the highlights are we will begin here in East Lansing at the MSU Pavilion, and our cyclists will ride up the three routes up the state. One is on the east, and we'll go through Alma and Gladwin and on up to Mackinaw City. Another route will take us from East Lansing to Vestaburg, McBain, and on up. And still another one is a 4-day one, and people pack in a lot of miles on those 4 days. And they'll follow the same kind of route up the west side of the state. So all told, we'll ride about 352 miles over 5 or 4 days.
Oh my goodness.
The highlights for our riders really are the friendships and the companion and all the things that happen on the road. It's like traveling with a whole big group of friends and having physical exercise. And don't forget ice cream.
That's the best part. I love ice cream.
Absolutely. Our riders love ice cream.
Yes.
So, we stop for ice cream frequently. We have made arrangements in advance with the communities. They know we're coming. They're happy to see us. Probably the thing that I want to emphasize about Dalmac is it's about safety. It's about the safety of our cyclists. And you can see I've got my bicycle.
Yes. So what are the best ways that we as drivers can make sure that we keep aware for these cyclists?
Well, it's a two-way thing. Cyclists need to do some things, and drivers need to do some things. Drivers need to understand that bicycles have the exact same rights and privileges as an automobile on the road. And they need to understand that we are vulnerable road users. Bicyclists have an obligation to ride correctly in accordance with the rules and the laws of the state of Michigan. My bike is equipped with some very, very bright lights. I have a radar on the back that alerts me to any traffic coming up behind me. I have a mirror. I have all kinds of equipment, and of course, probably the number one thing is a helmet.
Okay, yes.
That everyone must wear a helmet on the Dalmac Bike Tour. So it's about safety, it's about fun, it's about ice cream. It's about the physical accomplishment that you work hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we're going to have the information on your screen where we can kind of follow along, keep updated, because if this is something, obviously, you can't do this year, but you are like, you know what, this is something I want to do next year, then this is how you can find that information and be a part of this, because obviously a lot goes into preparing for this, but it's worth the memories, that ride, and those friendships.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Best of luck going out
Thank
there.
you.
Best of luck organizing. You guys are going to do amazing. And of course, be safe out there for the cyclists and be safe out there for the drivers that see them all. But thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Nicole.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Coming up.